Gaucha Nobility is a 1915 Argentine film. It is loosely based on two different poems. One is an epic poem, and another one is titled Santos Vega by Raphael Obligado. Basically, Santos Vega is about a superhero gaucho. And the epic poem, I'm not going to even try to pronounce, so it'll be in the description box along with information on Santos Vega. Um, Now, as for the director, Eduardo Martinez de la Parra, this was his first film. Now, he only did two. This was Argentina's first feature film, and it did really well. It was the highest grossing Argentine film of its time. And with the money earned, Eduardo uh, decided to make another film, and that was his last film. The next year, in 1916, he released Until After Death, and it didn't do very well. And so he decided to retire. Now, this particular film has birthed several, I guess that's the best word to say, several remakes. The best one, the most notable, is from 1937. And but yeah, there have been several remakes of this particular film. So now, as for the story itself, it follows Don Jose Gran. He is a rich businessman from Buenos Aires, and he decides he travels to La Pampa to search for horses. And he hires this gaucho who tames horses for a living. The uh, gaucho's name is Juan. Well, then there's this kidnapping. Maria is actually rescued first by this runaway horse. And then Don Jose Gran decides that for some reason, he decides that he's gonna kidnap her. And but Juan isn't having it. So then the story goes following this rescue mission and everything. You know, I love stories like this. I absolutely love stories like this. And so and the great thing about this story is you get to see about the movie itself is you see a lot of the culture, you see a lot of the landscape and all of that. And I absolutely love it. I and so but um because there was at one point where it just felt like more of a documentary. I mean, it was just like it didn't feel like the camera was even there. The people were just conversing and enjoying themselves. And that's what I love about it. And yeah, and if that makes sense, I hope it does. So anyway, this was Argentina's first feature film. There are several remakes of it. 1937's remake is the most notable. It was the highest grossing film of its time. It is based off of two poems. I will, of course, have that in the that information in the description box. It is titled Gaucho Nobility. It was released in 1915.